We never talk about mental health issues. It has always been there. Either we are not open about it or we feel very hesitant in talking about mental health issues. And the strange part is that sometimes we don't even know that we are suffering from mental health issues. And the truth is that mental health issues have always been there. It's not that it's the first time that we're talking about it, that it is here now, it has started now. Nothing like that. It has always been there. And it is with almost everybody. We're not talking about mental disorders, we're talking about mental health issues. So it's with many people, it has been there since our ancestors, since our great grandparents, or since the humans have been involved, the mental health issues have been there. It's just that we don't talk about it. You talk anything at all about, like you talk about depression, anxiety, or things like that, panic attacks. So earlier what used to happen when people used to talk about it, and people around would just kind of laugh at them and say, oh, there is nothing like this, no such things happen, it's all rubbish, you're just feeling sad, you'll be fine, don't worry. So either they would suppress that thing, or they would not listen to it, or they would think it's nothing. There is nothing like that exists. It's just that you learn to stay happy and learn to count your blessings. So there's nothing like anxiety attack, panic attack, or depression or anything like that. But that is not the case, because in our minds since beginning it has never existed. So we never talked about it. It was never here in our brain. It was never there in our mind. So that used to be our normal. So that was normal, thinking that everything will be fine one day, no need to bother about it, no need to talk about it or even worry about it, so everything will be fine one day. So that had become very normalized for us not to talk about it. But over a period of time, what has happened, that this world has got smaller. Now we are globally connected, internet is there. Because of the internet, exposure has increased, people are aware about it, people have started talking about it. So now that we have started connecting with the world, now the internet is there, we read about it, the things that are there on the internet, we start talking about it, that thing comes to our table. And when that becomes a part of a conversation, that is the time when we realize that, oh yes, even I have these kind of symptoms, even I feel the same way. You have always had those issues, but we were not talking about it because we were not aware about it. But those things were already existing. We all know that humans are social animals, and we are always staying in a group, in a family, or in a society. We are not staying all alone in an isolated island. So the quality of our life much depends upon the relationship. So relationship here is not just husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend relationship. Relationship means everything. Your relationship with your parents, your neighbors, your children, your sibling, your friends, organization, everything. All these are relationship. And your whole quality of life deeply depends on the relationships that you have. We have lots of relationships. We have, like I told you, these many relationships are there. So what happens, every single individual has their emotions. Now somebody is coming to you with their frustration because they are frustrated in their work life. So they come to you, maybe like your friend comes to you, and she starts venting out all her negativity and all her frustration onto you. Your kids yell at you, your parents are scolding you, your boss kind of scolds you where you can't speak. So you become what? You become like a sponge, Bob. Like a sponge, you are absorbing everything. You are absorbing everybody's emotions, not just your own emotion you're regulating. So you are continuously being affected by other people's emotions. Stress. The teacher scolds, takes him or her to the principal. Now you can't speak in front of the principal. You are quiet, you're just listening to them. But what is happening? You're listening to them, you are absorbing everything. It is not just getting out in the environment, it is being absorbed by you. You are absorbing all those, you're suppressing those emotions inside you. You're not venting out your anger or frustration, that you have exam stress. So everything starts getting piled up inside you. We used to go to our family doctors and talk to them about that I'm having stomach ache, I'm having headaches, I'm having backache. So all kind of problems we would go to our so-called family doctor. So, and these kind of problems we used to face and tell our doctors, but telling that how these problems are actually coming from, where all the pain is coming from. So basically, when you are absorbing all the negative energy, when you are not able to vent out your emotions, you're not able to have a control over your emotions, that is the time when you start having stomach ache. When you are having so much of responsibility, so much of stress is there of your family, of your work, and so on, you start having backaches. When you are pushing yourself too hard, when you feel that somebody is kind of forcing you to do things, pushing you to do things which you don't feel like doing, but you are made to do things, you actually start having migraine. So migraine, it causes migraine. So these things like having migraine, backaches, unnecessarily muscle pains, unnecessarily stomach ache, it is only an indication that there are mental health issues. So earlier we were just kind of discarding, it is just happening like that, or take medicine, or go to doctor, get scanning done and everything. Maybe there could be a biological reason as well, but many a times when reports come pretty clear, there are no biological reasons, even then we are facing all these problems. So this is now getting correlated that our problems, our mental issues are actually related with our physiological signs that are showing to us. So whatever we are feeling, this headache, backache and migraine and all this is actually because of the mental health issues. That how we are feeling, what are the emotions that are there, it is all because of that. And even if you have pain in your this small finger, and you are continuously having pain and injury in this small finger, again and again and again it is happening, that is not a coincidence. Means there is something that is happening in your body. It is an indication that why this pain, why this injury in a certain place of your body is coming again and again. So there is a reason that your body is giving you the signal for it. Okay, we'll start from something very very basic. Okay, let's start from the head. So in your family, if you have some family member or somebody in your family who any of your loved ones, and that person in your family keeps criticizing you for everything, they are taunting you, they're not making you feel comfortable, they keep forcing you, do this, don't do that, why are you doing so, why this is happening, and continuously some force is there, continuously some kind of pushing and criticism is there. Eventually what will happen, one day you are going to start having migraines. So migraine is because of that. Or if something is happening in front of your eyes, something in your family, workplace is going something very negative that you just can't see, and it is giving you a lot of pressure and negativity, it is going to affect your vision. You will start having pain in your eyes. Or if somebody in your family is very negative and they're continuously all day and night, they speak negative only, or even if your own voice, if you yourself are negative and you keep speaking negative, you are going to have pain in your ears. So some in kind of pain, some kind of discomfort is going to come to your ears. If you are suppressing your feelings, you're not venting out, you're not saying anything to anybody, you're not sharing, and everything is just piled inside your heart, so what will happen, it is you will start having dark circles under your eyes, you will start your face will become very dull, acne, blemishes, and your face will not glow like before, it will become dull as compared to before. So this is what, not just because of pollution or something, it is because of that negative emotions that are all piled up inside you, that you're not venting out. And sometimes what happens that you really love someone, maybe outside, or maybe you're in your family only, or it can be your parent or child, sibling, your husband, anybody. So you love someone very very dearly, but at the same time you just cannot tolerate them because it is becoming very suffocated. It could be any reason at all. So that suffocation along with the love, this leads to the problem of sinus. And if you have taken a lot of burden onto yourself, all the responsibilities are onto you, but you are unable to cope up, you're unable to fulfill all the things that are onto you, there is a lot of burden which you can't get rid of, then you are likely to have pain on your upper back. If you have lot of guilt inside you, then you're likely to have pain in your lower back. If you are continuously worried about staff that working under you, you're continuously worried about people around you, neighborhood, your employees and so on, then you're likely to have pain in your lower back. If you have been very attached to your father, like very very deep connection you have with your father, or it is the other way around, the extreme case that you have a lot of grudges and anger towards your father, you're likely to put on your hips. You have problems of attachment and detachment with people around you, then you're likely to put on weight and mass around your thighs. If you have difficulty in standing up for yourself, saying that no, I want this is what I am, I want to do in my life, or this is what I want to take as a decision. So if you have difficulty in standing up for yourself, then you're likely to have problem in your heels and in your feet and around your ankles. These are all the problems, bodily problems, physiological problems that you're likely to develop because of your psychology. So I have just told you from head to only 10 to 12 things. There are around 900 such things that actually affect our body in such a way. Okay, now not just this, like I told you, I've told you from head to only 10 to 12 things that our body actually shows when there are mental issues. Now keep listening, this is very very interesting. Now very interestingly, our body is also very interesting. Our body shows a lot of different things. Now, from problems that have been there since our ancestors, from generations till generations, the problems that have been there, our body is carrying even those problems today. So our body is carrying all the problems that has been there in my generations. You have these teeth. These teeth store the ancestral information, ancestral karmic knot. What our ancestral problems were, what they used to feel. Did they have strong roots, or they were very strong, or they were very weak? So how they have been suffering, what all they have been suffering, everything is stored in our teeth. It is genetically stored in our teeth. So if you have bad teeth, they are weak teeth, brittle, or some problem is there in your teeth, you regularly brush your teeth, you floss as well, you go to dentist regularly, you've got the cavities done, the cleansing done, everything is done, you're taking care of your teeth. Even then, if you are having teeth problem, it is a clear sign that it is the problem, that those karmic things from your ancestors are still bothering you, because that genetic information is stored in your teeth. Now look at the amount of detailing that is there in our body, in our mind, in every part of our body, is being, every cell, every small part and organ of our body is being being influenced or being impacted by the psychology. Then tell me how these mental health issues are not bothering us, how these mental health issues we do not talk about, or how can we actually ignore these? Now a very good question, how are we going to get to know whether this problem that is occurring, is it because of actually biological we are having some problem, is it because of that, or because it is because of the mental health issue? So how can we actually differentiate that when something is actually happening, biological happening to our body, or is it related to mental health issue? Now when you are having something again and again and again, it is recurring. For example, you have headaches. Okay, once in a while if you have had headache, it's fine. I mean, if you go out in the sun, you get headache. If you're not eating, you're having headache. If you have gastric issue, you have headache, or too loud music is there, you have. Fine, once in a while it happens, it is fine. But if it recurs again and again and again, it keeps happening again, then it is a sign of mental health issue. Even if you are taking medicines, for your acidity, for your headaches, for your stomach ache, or whatever it is that is coming again and again. Now you are taking medicines, but even after taking medicines, it is not getting okay. You're not feeling okay. So the medicines are only suppressing what you're feeling. you're not getting rid of the actual issue, the root cause. That is the mental health issue. Okay, one more interesting thing. Now, when you are, painkiller, so you take painkiller. Most of the people take painkiller when the pain is at the peak. So you wait. Okay, right now I'm having very little pain. Let me just, see, maybe it'll get okay. Then I'll take the medicine. Then I'll take the painkiller. So just wait till the time the pain reaches the peak and you're not able to tolerate. That is the time when you actually take the painkiller. And the problem is, that time the painkiller is not going to work. So it is only initially when the pain starts, you should take the painkiller. That is when the painkiller works the best. And your pain is, you get rid of the pain. Same way is with the mental health issue as well. We wait, we have headache, maybe, this is the third time that I'm having headache in this week. Fourth time I'm having headache. Headaches are continuously happening. We keep waiting till the time it gets on the peak, till the time we just can't tolerate. We keep taking, things for granted. We keep letting things go. We don't bother about it. We don't get rid of it or work on it, thinking that it'll pass, it is okay, there is nothing like that, I'll handle, or whatsoever it is. So we don't care about it, we don't see. So it keeps getting increased day by day, and we start looking at the mental health issue only when it actually reaches the peak. And when it reaches the peak, that is not the right time to look at what problem you're facing. It is in the beginning, initial stages. Why this is so? Because now how will your body tell you that I'm having a problem? If I'm having stress, if I'm having all the negative emotions piled up inside me, if I want to vent out, I cannot, if I have any kind of burden on me. So there are a lot of mental health issues that I'm facing. Now how the body is going to tell you? Is it going to speak to you that you are having mental health issue? Is it going to come in your dream? No. It is going to send you signals through your body. So the pains start to come in your body. These pains that are coming in your body is a signal that you need to now evaluate your mental health issue. And that is why journaling is very important. We need to write down things, in a journal or something, that this is what is happening to me. These pains are coming in my body and it is recurring. I have not done any exercise lately, or I have not done any, push-ups or pull-ups, or I have not kind of fought with someone, or not physical activity. So there is no infection in my body, nothing biological, everything is fine. Then why these pains are coming? That is the time we need to evaluate. So how we evaluate? By keeping a journal where we write everything. In many countries, now mental health is not a taboo. It's a fad. People very proudly, they say that I've got my therapist. If I'm having any mental health issues, I can just go to my therapist and talk to them about it. So it's a very good thing that the same thing has to come up in other places as well, where the mental health is still a taboo. So this thing has to come up, that it is a fad, it is something to be proud of, that you are taking care of your mental health. Now, since it's no more a taboo and people have their therapist, it's a very good thing. Even if you don't have a therapist, it's okay. You can always write in your journal. The point is that you must vent out in any way. So journaling is very nice when you are writing your thoughts down. Whatever you're feeling, it is coming out. It is coming onto the journal. So that really helps. What happens in nowadays, in this era, we have, on Instagram we have 3,000 followers, on YouTube we have millions of followers, lakhs of followers, on Facebook we have so many friends following us. So that is not a problem. But in actual, how many real friends do you have with whom you sit and share your feelings, you share your thoughts and emotions? Not even 3. So that is the main issue. So what happens is, when we don't have these friends whom we can share, why we don't share? For the very obvious reasons that other person might judge me. What will they think about me? According to them, I'm having a very nice, perfect life. What if they think something other about me? Or what if they spread the gossip, as a gossip, or whatever confidential or private things I'm telling them? What if they, laugh at it or talk to others about? So there are a number of things that we do not plan to share it with other people, or we do not like to share, want to share it. So what is going to happen? All the emotions are eventually going to pile up inside you. It is going to stay inside your body. and obviously it is going to take a form of a mental health issue. So how we can get rid of this problem? This is a very practical problem. Many people face it. Journaling is a beautiful thing. Start journaling. Write everything in your diary. Whatever you're feeling, whole day, what you have felt, negativity or positive things, what made you happy, what made you cry, what you did not like, what the other person said and you kind of, did not like, or what was your reaction towards what others said. Everything you're venting out. So that is the beauty of journaling. Then every person has a very different way of letting things out. If you are body oriented, then go for a walk, go to gym, go to some, do some exercise, go for swimming. So something that is related to body, which is going to give you happiness, if not journaling. If you are intellectual oriented, then you can go for something like, listen to the podcast, or do things that are related to intellectuality. So that is going to help you, if that is a kind of a journaling for you. If you are spiritually oriented, then you can do yoga, you can do meditation, you can listen to people who go for satsang, or you can talk to other spiritual people with whom you feel nice inner peace you are getting. So there is a solution for everything. For everything you have a solution. You necessarily do not need a therapist. It is not essential that every person who has mental health issues will need to go for a therapist. No, it's not essential. There are a number of ways that you can use as a therapy. So there are a number of things that happens, but what actually happens is that, number of ways are there that you can do this therapy onto yourself. You don't need to essentially go to a therapist. You can do your own therapy by doing all this. But the problem is, when the problem actually arises, the person, you just sit. You become very comfortable in your own distress. You think, okay, let it be. If it's there, what can I do? I'll just suffer. What can I do about it? If the life is like this, if I have people, I'm surrounded by people like this, what can I do? I can do self-pity, guilt, just absorbing the negativity. We don't do anything. And that is when the problem arises, when the mental health issues start to happen. So it is important that you find a solution, that what is bothering you and what you can do to get rid of it. And then what happens is that we start feeling guilty, we start having those thoughts inside us. And not just that, we are leave alone resolving it. On top of it, we start using our pain as a crown of thorns. And even in that, there is a competition. Your pain is nothing. Look at me. I am having this much pain. I'm suffering from whatsoever. So my pain is much deeper and bigger than you. Yours is nothing. So even there, it's a competition that your pain is bigger than the others. There are many people who enjoy their pain. They like to be in their pain, or they like to sing the songs of their pain. The reason is that we don't want a normal life. Normal life is very boring. Everything is going normal. It becomes very, very boring. So there are people who like that something is happening. At the back of their mind, they're happy that something is happening, because they have a feeling that I am alive. It gives you a feeling of liveliness, that something is happening in life. Joy is something that keeps coming and going. But when you have that pain in your life, something heavy you are feeling in your life, you feel that, okay, something is going in my life. My life is like, a big thing. It's a big deal that something is going in my life. So that is what some people enjoy. And why we start enjoying this pain, the reason behind enjoying this pain is, or having pain in your life, is that you get validation from others. So we like getting validations from others, the approval, and like, look at me, see what is going in my life. It's a big thing, no, that is happening. So this validation, this importance that we feel, that we are getting from other people. So people don't do things that are positive, nothing constructive, like going for exercise, taking body pain, running, swimming, or doing something constructive, something more positive to overcome that. No, because it is not giving validation from others. But instead what we do is that instead of becoming positive and more constructive, we start playing victim. So playing victim is much easier. It is more getting more validation from the others. So playing victim is a feel good factor for many people. When they play this victim card, they are getting attention from other people that look at my life, look at my pain, it is so intense. So this pain and this sadness in their life is bringing that attention which they were not getting earlier. So this attention that they are getting, it brings joy to them. It sounds very unusual, but it is unfortunately a bitter truth. It is a bitter reality that is there. So let's understand what are the causes of issue. What are the causes of mental health issues? Why we start having mental health issues? So the first reason of having mental health issue is having lack of routine, no discipline. When we are small, our teachers, our parents, they're very strict. They make our routine. They try, push us to have a disciplined life. But as we grow, as we become independent, we are free to do whatever we want to do. When there is no discipline in life, when there is no routine in life, we become very lost. We are just wandering here and there. So the first thing is that there is no discipline in life, and that causes a problem. Why? Because we are not disciplined, we are not in a routine. You are not getting up as the sun is rising, you're not sleeping as the sun is setting, you're not having food on time, you don't have any kind of routine in your life. So when that is there, your mental health is not happy. You are likely to suffer. So mental health issues also come in. One of the causes is that when you do not have a proper routine or proper discipline in your life. The second issue of mental health, the second cause of mental health issue is that the food. We are eating a lot of junk nowadays. We don't eat healthy food. Because our there are two things in our body. One is your tongue and the other is your stomach, your tummy. You eat what your tongue likes, not what your tummy likes. So we are biased here. We usually like to eat junk food. Why? Because our tongue likes the taste of it. But your stomach is not liking it at all. So we have to keep our tongue and stomach both happy. But we always are inclined towards keeping our tongue happier than our stomach. And that is when the mental health issues start to come in. Because we have something called as gut intelligence. We have a brain in our gut, in our digestion. So there is a gut intelligence that analyzes that I'm not happy. You're giving me all junk food, something that is not nutritious. So when your gut is not happy, it will not keep your brain happy. So whatever is the condition of your gut, the same condition is going to be of your mental health. If your gut is unhappy, it is not satisfied, it is not happy with what you're eating, the same thing is going to get to your brain. Your brain also becomes very sad. It is also not happy. The third biggest cause of mental health issue is this social media. Right now you're watching my video, but yes, this is the social media, all your social media platforms. The reason is we are hyper connected. We are so much connected with others all the time, and now this has become addiction. Social media platforms, our mobile, our gadgets, iPad and everything, they have become the extension of our hand, and we feel handicapped without it. We are so addicted to it, and we are so hyper connected with the world outside. And more hyper connected you are with the world outside, more lonely you start feeling. We keep seeing other people, their success, their achievement. Now most of the people, obviously, they're going to put their achievements and success and all the good things on the social media. Nobody puts in how they failed or what are their struggles like. So mostly it's all good things that they put on the social media, and we keep watching all these people and we start thinking that, oh my god, this person's life is so good, he or she is so happy, things are going so great in this, in his or her life. Wow, she just went to Paris for a vacation, she just went to this place for a vacation, she got new shoes, she got a new purse, and look at my life, I'm nothing, I'm going to that 9 to 5 job, I'm having that same business, same routine, so monotonous my life is. So we start comparing our beautiful lives with others unnecessarily. It is so superficial that is there on the social media, and that brings in this feeling of loneliness, this feeling of disgust, boredom. We think that our life is very very boring, so start feeling very lonely and sad, just by comparing that things that we're seeing on the social media. So that is another cause of mental health issue. Okay, have you seen that jigsaw puzzle? Have you ever done a jigsaw puzzle? The one that comes with 1,000 pieces. There's like lot many pieces. 1,000 pieces are there. It's damn big. Okay, and there are these small jigsaw puzzles that are there. Pieces that are there. If you start doing jigsaw puzzle, you'll see that almost every piece looks like each other. So the jigsaw puzzles look like each other, and it is very difficult to do that. Okay, but no piece in that puzzle can replace the other piece. So the point here is that every piece has a uniqueness in that jigsaw puzzle. You cannot replace, you cannot use one piece instead of the other as per your wish. So same way, what I'm talking about, us humans, we all people are just like jigsaw puzzles. Nobody can replace us. When we are born, we have our own unique purpose in this life, we have our own unique place in this life, our own unique abilities and skills in this life. So we need to cherish that, and we need to understand that. We start thinking that when I am going to get a job, or I'm going in a college or university, wheresoever, why would they select me? There are so many people better than me. Why would somebody choose me? There are so many other beautiful girls that are there, or boys that are there. So but the point is that you are unique and nobody else can replace you. So that we need to understand. But this social media is constantly doing this comparison. There is a constant ongoing comparison between people. We keep comparing ourselves with the others, and it has made our life so difficult. We just don't feel happy with ourselves. We are in constant comparison, and we don't see our own abilities, we don't see our own uniqueness, and we keep feeling sad about it. So say this to yourself each and every time. The moment you compare and start feeling sad, please close your eyes and think and speak to yourself that you are that one piece of this jigsaw puzzle which is unique. Nobody else in this whole world can ever replace you. You have your own purpose and uniqueness in this life. So if nobody can replace you, if you are unique, then this is the whole reason to be happy about. When you are constantly comparing, you are basically cursing your own self. You are cursing your own life. You are feeling pity on yourself. You are negatively looking at yourself. So this is what you're not protecting your spirit, your honor, your life. You're not protecting it. You're not giving an honor to your spirit. You should not do that. Protect yourself, protect your spirit in a very highly manner. Honor your journey, because this is your journey and it is very unique. Nobody has ever had your struggles. Never anybody had your kind of life, your blessings, your struggles. So it is extremely unique, and you need to cherish those moments, and it will only happen when you stop comparing, either on the social media or otherwise in your neighborhood. So wherever we are, whatever we are doing, in whatever appearance or avatar we are in, whatever place we are in, we should feel we are blessed and we are absolutely in the perfect place, and this is where we were meant to be. So what are the benefits now if we actually control all these things, if we actually start working on all the things that I've told you till now? So what are exactly the benefits of mental health? If my mental health is healthy, so what is the benefit of that? Okay, I'll just share with you one of my personal things, that sometimes I'm all alone, I'm in my house, or sometimes I'm going out walking, and I'm smiling, and somebody would just come across me, would just pass by me and say, why are you smiling, you're all alone, what is it? Or somebody would just look at me and think that, is she like kind of crazy, why is she smiling? I'm not on my phone, I'm not listening to music, I'm not talking to anyone, I'm not doing anything at all. I'm just in my own thoughts, I'm just with me, myself, and I'm smiling because I'm feeling happy from inside. I'm feeling positive, my body is happy, mentally, emotionally I'm happy. So that happiness comes on my face, and people feel that, I'm smiling, which I actually am. So when this thing is happy, so when you are happy from here, this whole body, it becomes lively, it becomes happy, it becomes an ocean, a universe of possibilities. You feel like you can do anything, you feel like you can just achieve anything at all. So imagine those people who are having obsessions, who are having problems, who are facing such kind of mental health issues, anxiety, depression. It is so painful, it is mentally, emotionally, and physically painful. It is so heavy on the heart, on the brain, and I think it is so difficult for these people to even go through this journey. So it is very, very difficult. So like I said, when you don't have to wait to reach that age or reach that level. You got to start as soon as you see that symptoms are coming. You need to start working on your mental health, and you don't have to even wait for the symptoms to come in. You can start even now, even if everything is going fine. Even then, if you feel that I don't have any mental health issue, even then you can just start off with this kind of thought process to make yourself more healthy, energetic, and with good positive vibes. Now imagine one thing, that your stomach is not feeling fine. You have got some maybe diarrhea or some stomach infection, and you're not feeling fine. Now even if I take you to best of the restaurants or any great delicious places of this world, and bring in good delicious dishes for you, you're not going to enjoy it. No matter what the ambience is, how the place is, how expensive the dish is, or how good the best of the chef has made it, you're not going to enjoy, because you're not feeling, your stomach is feeling sick from inside. You're not feeling good enough from your stomach from inside, so you're not going to enjoy it. Same way is with mental health. Now if you are not feeling okay mentally, I take you to any goddamn place, to nightclub, to this beautiful party, some amusement rides, or any to this nature that is at the back of me. It's beautiful, by the way. So I take you anywhere, you're not going to enjoy any of these places, because you're not feeling happy from inside. So everything is here. Everything starts from here. So that is the power of our brain and our mind. So does mental health issues has any impact or affect your relationships, nearby people, or no, does it affect only you? I'll give you a very good example here. Like for example, let's say I am wearing clothes that are all dirty, stained, and there are some I haven't changed the clothes over like 7 days, and I haven't taken a bath, and it's there. So now this is my avatar right now. What I'm going to attract, I'm going to attract all kind of mosquitoes, flies, insects, because right now I'm as a perfect recipe for all these kind of things. Okay, now then I take a bath, and I wear this beautiful attire, beautiful dress, and I am very fresh. I've put on some nice perfume. Now these insects, these flies, these mosquitoes have no interest in me. Now they are not going to come to me, because they are not interested. I'm not their recipe anymore. So the point is that this thing, whatever it is going to attract those things the way you are. So the kind of person you are, you're going to attract that kind of people around you. So if you're mentally healthy, you're going to attract all positive, nice, good things, good people towards you. But if you're depressed, your mental health is not fine, you are not going to attract all the positivity. You might attract all the negativity as well. So that is why it is very important that we keep our mental health very strong, and we work on our mental health. So this world, I'll just give you an example. This world here is just like a room full of mirrors. Now when you enter this room, and if I'm carrying a rock or a stone in my hand, and I kind of does an action like this to throw the stone on the mirror, I will see hundreds of people in the room throwing a stone at me. Of course, it's a reflection of me in the mirror, but I will see the same thing. But now imagine if I go in this room with a handful of flowers, and I just kind of throw the flowers in the air. I'll see hundred of people throwing that flowers on me. So the point here is, the kind of person that we are, we see our reflection in the world. If we are happy, we are going to see happy people. If we are successful, if we are going to see people who are successful. So the kind of person you are going to attract similar kind of people, and you're going to see the world in that very perspective. Universe plays a very interesting role in this. The days when I get up and I'll just give you an example of one of the days I got up and I saw that the guard outside was fighting with somebody, and then my maid was also fighting with the other maid. And then after a while, a few hours later, I just took a cab, and when I got down, the cab person started fighting with some other pedestrian and all that. So I kept on seeing these fights happening since morning. So I thought, okay, something, this universe is giving me a signal. So universe actually gives you a signal, and I was trying to figure that out, that what signal is this that universe is going to is giving me. And I thought, okay, let me just have an insight and introspection. Is there kind of any conflict that is going inside me? And I closed my eyes. I thought for a second, and I realized that yes, there were some emotional mental conflicts that were going within me. There were some things that were bothering me. So universe gives you the signals. Universe gives you the signals. That is how smart the universe is. That is how the connection between universe and our inner selves is. So it's a beautiful connection. And universe is continuously giving you the hints, the signaling that you are seeing all those things, what is actually happening inside you. So I was encountering all those things that was actually happening inside me. Then I tried to resolve that thing. So we are never alone. This universe that is there, it is always having our back, continuously being supported and getting signals by the universe. The universe acts as a mirror. It gives you the reflection of what you're feeling, the same things you start looking in the universe. So it gives us a mirror. So when the universe is doing so much for us, at least the least we can do is have faith in that. This faith is a beautiful thing. This faith is there. If the faith is there that, yes, the universe has our back and it is continuously supporting us. It is working to improve our mental health. Then we can definitely try for ourselves. These two things, faith and fear, both need imagination. If your imagination starts going in the wrong path, it takes the form of fear. And if this imagination takes the right path, it acts like faith. It brings in faith in us. And this faith that I'm talking about, keep this faith, have this faith in anything. Have it in nature, have it in yourself, have it in your family, have it in the relationships, have it in those in the Bible, in the holy book, in the whichever you believe in. Have faith in anything. It's all about believing and having faith. Faith that everything is going to work for you, that you are being taken care of, that you are being protected. There are some people who come to me and ask me a question. Does universe, bring in any kind of biasness, or is universe biased towards males or females? How is it that females are likely to get into depression more or not the males? Or is gender anything to relate with the universe or mental health issues at all? So to this question, I say that universe is not biased. Our limitations, whatever limitations we have, we cannot consider universe for that. So we cannot blame the universe for our limitations. Now, though we talk about equality, but to be, practically speaking, there are definitely, there are some things, of course, there are some things that obviously we are not equal in. Men and women are different. This difference that is there, it is likely to be there. It is definitely, exists, like from since beginning. Man has got the benefit of having more physical power, and women are, likely to have more of mental, emotional power. So this inequality that is there, it is not in the universe. It is right within us. This is our limitation, our own limitation. When a man gets angry, people are like, oh, men are like that. Maybe he's having work pressure or so that's okay, just leave it, he'll be fine. But if women express her anger, she is considered to be overreacting. She doesn't know how to manage her emotions, and she's being looked down upon. She's criticized for the same. So these limitations, these biasness, this inequality, everything is drawn by us. This is being done by us. So when a woman shows her anger, she is being criticized for that. So a woman is not allowed to express her feelings. If a man is expressing his feelings, it seems more fine than a woman. There are many countries, many places where if a female expresses her feelings, she is criticized for that, and people get angry that why you're showing your feelings. So when she is not able to express her feelings, she is likely to have more mental health issues. Then there is this another question that usually comes to me is that, do children have any mental health issues at all? So for this, I would like to state that, children, whatever they learn from their parents. So there is this very beautiful thing that I'll tell you today. Whatever the parent suppresses, the child expresses. So, if your child is being cranky, they are showing anger, they are throwing things, they are being naughty, they are irritable, they yell back at you, they are not listening to you, any kind of negative behavior that they are showing or any kind of negative emotion that they are showing, that time a parent really needs to think that what is it that you are doing as a parent, or what am I doing as a parent, that my child is reflecting as a mirror, is showing me their behavior as a mirror. So if you are happy, if you are expressing good behavior, you're polite, you are being nice to them, you're soft spoken, 99% of the times the child is going to be a happy child. So here we are done with our session today, and I really hope that you liked it. And if you have any comments and if you have anything to say at all, please write in the comments below, and I would be happy to interact with you. And if you really like this video, please subscribe to my channel and know more about psychology.